I'm talking to you from the Confronting a World at War conference, which has been organised by the Stop the War Coalition. I think it's really important that we get a chance to discuss, particularly after the election, what causes war and strife and suffering around the world. And the Green Party, for sure, has plenty to say about this. We've been part of the coalition which opposed these foreign interventions for no good reason, which have made a bad situation worse. And we have a conflagration, so to speak, in the Middle East, and many refugees actually have been caused in fleeing out of Syria, maybe 3 million and counting. So there are many sessions here today, plenaries and seminars discussing the causes of war and the actual repercussions of that. And I was at a seminar where they were looking at the PREVENT programme, which is a government-sponsored attempt to bring into the educational system, the schools and the universities, to make teachers and lecturers somehow guardians of supposed radicalisation. And we actually think here, the Green Party and others at the conference from across the political spectrum, that this is a very thoroughly wrong-headed and counterproductive move, because one of the most important things happening here is free speech, that we get a chance to articulate and contest and challenge one another's ideas. And wherever radicalisation is coming from, and we think there are lots of causes, including failed foreign policy and people not having a stake in society, in order to deal with those causes, it's vitally important that people get a chance to speak and to be heard and to have their views corrected and tempered. And we have to bring everybody into that conversation. I, on behalf of the party, was also speaking at a seminar on migration and war, where we had a look at one of the prime causes of migration, which again was, if you can imagine, people having bombs raining on them under the pretext of saving them, where actually they're being killed. They're having to flee, and we have many people in that situation. And they're being treated dismally, actually, by the government at the moment. People, refugees coming to this country for whom we have international obligations, are simply not being believed under the politics of fear. And what we want to do, what the people at the conference are united in, is a solidarity to try and come to grips with that further encroachment on our free speech, to make sure that we're fighting in a non-violent way for the right of people to live freely and to think freely, because I think that overall is one of the best ways that we can tackle conflict, and eventually what we all want, what all decent human beings and Greens for sure want, is to tackle violent extremism and to make sure in all its forms, including state violence, we need to make sure that we build a better world for everybody in the 21st century.